Are the Chiefs overrated, man?
No, this shouldn't be a question. They struggled a bunch last year. Everybody gave up on them. Then they went to Baltimore. Everyone picked up against them, and then they whipped Baltimore, and then they won the Super Bowl. So, what? They're not overrated. They're bored. That's what they are. They're bored. They don't care about the regular season. They're probably going to win the AFC West. They're bored. They have one loss. They also have one loss. That's important to point out. They only have one loss. And that's who we to the MVP that we think is. They're bored. They're just trying to get to the playoffs and then finally take these games serious. That's all they are. They're bored.
So he's San Antonio. That's what you want to say.
No, they're not boring. No, they're not boring to watch.
Well, no, but the San Antonio Spurs didn't care about the regular season. They just wanted to get the postseason.
They didn't care. Yeah, they're
let me
bored.
say something, bro. I hate when people say that. I hate when people say that. You know who you've never seen say that they're that teams are bored? Athletes, people who actually play these games. They'll never tell you that, yeah, we were just bored. That's why we don't take the regular season serious. We'll kick it in when it comes time for the playoffs. You know why? Because these are professionals and they give a damn about losing. We don't like to lose in fantasy. Why do you think that these people get into the NFL or the NBA and now they all of a sudden get bored?
No, I'm not saying that they're bored of winning. They're just saying it's not as important of a stage yet. Like they can afford these losses right now, and then they'll take it serious when it be more focused when when it's a elimination.
He said they'll sit certain players that would play if it was a playoff game, but if it wasn't a playoff game,
I see that, but that's not what they're doing. They're not sitting anybody. When you say that, I think that's, and I don't even think that that's bored. I think that that's playing it safe. I think that's playing it safe. I don't think that that's.
Do you think they're overrated?
Do I think that the Kansas City is overrated? I think that they are.
Rated.
They're overrated. I don't think is the right word for them. I just think that they're they it's like I'm almost contradicting what I just said. They to beat a man, you got to beat the man, and if you can't beat them, you can beat them. You might can beat them right now, which only one team has done that, but you can't beat them in the playoffs. Till I see them get beat in the playoffs, I'm gonna believe they're gonna win the Super Bowl, bro. And that's just my belief of them. And I think that when they get into the playoffs, they are a totally different team. I think Mahomes makes them a totally different team in the playoffs. I think the rest of his team looks at him and say, hell yeah, we can win the whole thing. I don't care if we do got Kadarius Toney sorry ass over there to catch the ball. We just gonna throw it to Kelsey 100 times. That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna blow it on him. We got the best player in the NFL, and we're gonna win. And I think that they have that mentality so much that when they get into the playoffs, and everybody knows that. That's why I don't think they're overrated. Everybody knows that. I think that we look at it and we may be bored. We're bored of seeing them win every week. Oh, how are they gonna win this week? How people are starting to even say that they're cheating. I don't believe it, bro. They're not cheating, man. The NFL is not cheating for them. They just have it. They have it, man. They have it.
Tell them what it is. Who is it?
They have it. They got it from the Patriots. The Patriots used to have it. Now Mahomes went and took it. Now because when you see them win games like they won last week, when the guy just calls for the ball and forgets, man, they got it, bro. That ain't something that happened in real life in the NFL game. That's not something that happens, bro. But they have it, and it did. It's just certain teams have it, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. And you know it while you're playing them. Those, I think other teams know it while they're playing them. Like, I know we up 3, but it's still a minute and a half left, and Mahomes got to touch the ball. Damn, we're going to lose. I think they know that when they go out there and play it. I think everyone in the NFL knows that, and they have it, and they're using it to the best of their ability. And I ain't mad at them.
Reek, you think they're overrated?
So no, they're not. So how could they be overrated if everyone's ranking them third in the NFL? Everyone got the Lions and the Eagles as the best two teams, rightfully so. Record, and obviously their record's not better than Kansas City, but they're playing way better than them. So no, they're not overrated. They're a 10-1 team that's defending champs. They're winning their games. Somehow they're coming through at the end of the games, winning their games. And I'm mad that C went on because C went on to tell us about it for 7 minutes, and he ended up getting to my point once he got to a 6 minute. He went on to say they're the Patriots. I was waiting to say that, and he took my fire. But yes, they are the Patriots. Patriots, Brady got 7 rings. How many of them rings were they the best team in the NFL? Like that, we felt that they were going to definitely win it. Maybe 2, and one of them they didn't win. That's when they had Randy Moss. They didn't even win it. You know what I'm saying? It's we know. I don't. We just talked about MVP. All that MVP talk we talk. I'll take Mahomes in the playoffs over any one of them people we're talking about.
Yep.
Any day, every day, until I feel differently for years down the line. Right now, I'm gonna take Mahomes in the playoffs anytime. But they're winning these games, and we're talking about them crazy. Like a lot of y'all are youth coaches. I know that youth coaches, and a lot of y'all watch a lot of football. So much goes into football more than any other sport in winning the game, even just youth games. And with youth games, it's a lot of mismatches. So don't count those games. I'm counting against when it's the better teams against each other. You literally have no clue who's winning that game until that game is over, because so much goes into it, and it's literally 22 players on the field trying to figure out to be on one accord. That is very, very hard, and then people think that the typical person that just watches football and be like, oh, my team lost, oh, my team won. Like, it's so much that goes into it, and I just take it like the Chiefs. I don't think they're bored. I just don't think they're playing as good as a lot of other teams. But when it gets down to the playoffs, I'm not willing to say I'm gonna bet against Mahomes. I'm not, because Mahomes is probably gonna be the best quarterback in the playoffs. Probably. So yeah, they're not overrated. Most people are saying that Philly and Lions are better than them at this point, and some are starting to say the Bills are better than them at this point right now. So yeah, they're not overrated. They're actually right where they're supposed to be, even having the one loss and having the best record.
Okay,
And
good. I was going to say that I actually have them 4 on my power rankings. They're not top 3 for me. I do have them beyond Buffalo. Buffalo beat them head to head. I know Buffalo has 2 losses, but I'm with y'all as far as this. When I say this about the Kansas City Chiefs, I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are not overrated because they get everybody's best punch. No matter who it is that they play, you don't look at them. And I know y'all might say, well, everybody gets everybody's best punch because they're in the NFL and they want to win the game. No, I think sometimes you can overlook a team and say, oh, man, we play Carolina this week. We're going to beat them. We're going to beat them. But you don't think that when you play against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. You know what time it is. You know that they coming, and you probably circle it on your calendar saying, we about to test and see how good we really are when we go to Kansas City or they come to our house. At the end of the day, like y'all all said, when it comes to playoff time, it's going to be hard. We're all going to be hard pressed to pick against Kansas City, against any team. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. We've seen it. We've seen it over and over again. And at some point, we have to say to ourselves, until somebody proves us wrong in the playoffs, we're not picking against this team.
Yeah, as Dennis Allen about the Carolina.
Hey, the Colts, we definitely overlooked them too. Oh my God.
No comment on them.
Well, hold on. Well, at least somebody got to be objective on
here. Oh, here we go.
When you think of overrated, it kind of runs parallel with hype, associated by these buffoons over here and social media overhyping them. I do think they are overrated. I have not seen an impressive dominant win where I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Super Bowl champions right there. I have not seen that. They've had a lot of close games that came down to the wire. You look at your last 2 games that you had, You played against the Las Vegas Raiders and the freaking Carolina Panthers, man. Like that's a Super Bowl champions we talking about. That's
They
that's
won.
that's that's the best quarterback in the NFL.
He's so
Well, personally,
slick.
personally, my the best quarterback in the NFL to me is Josh Allen, my favorite quarterback.
Oh, now you get. What
Um.
about Brock
Wow.
Purdy? What happened to
Anyways,
Clip
Brock
this.
Purdy?
Clip this. Clip
anyways,
it.
man, stop cutting me off. You already talked. It's my turn. Shut up and zip it, man. So yeah, man, I do think they're overrated. You know, you look at the wins that they had. It's not impressive, man. It's not like okay, I that's the Super Bowl champions. That's the Kansas City Chiefs I'm talking about. Patrick Mahomes has had his worst year statistically. It's a mashup between 2019 and 2022. That's what it comes down to, man. It's not it's I don't think teams are scared of Patrick Mahomes anymore, man. I just don't think I don't think defensive coordinators fear them. They're soft. Um people think that the Bills are a better team than them. And the Bills, look at the talent that the Bills had right now. They have is Josh Allen over there, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs might be the third best team in the AFC right now.
Mm.
They're barely making into teams' Power Five rankings. We're talking about the Super Bowl champions. This might be the worst. What are they? 11-1, 10-1. This might be the worst 11-1 team that I ever seen as long as I've been watching football. Yvonne is right. They are boring, man, and they got a lot of holes on that team right now. When it comes to the running game, the wide receiver issue, it's still a big hole in there also. Defense has been slacking also. The defense kind of has been fading also. I just have not seen that Kansas City Chiefs that won the Super Bowl. I mean the most impressive one that you can say that they won, and I'm not trying to take a shot at your team, is probably against the New Orleans Saints when they beat them 26-13. But that's my view when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. I do think they're an overrated team and they're a very beatable team also.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta go first. Hold on, I just gotta ask him. So you criticize the Chiefs and said they barely beat these teams, but they still beat these teams because they beat the Chargers, the Ravens, the Broncos, who all would be playoff teams if the playoffs started
Yeah.
today. But hold up. In the same breath, you said Carson Beck is what? I just don't get it.
I never said
Oh no,
I never said
you
Carson Beck
said
was the
Carson
best
Beck's a
quarterback in the
pit bull.
country.
You say he's a pit bull.
Well, yeah,
And this
yeah,
stuff.
man.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
man. He
I
is.
just
He is. What
I
you
just
mean?
you never seem to amaze me. You just say the craziest things on here sometimes. And I gotta think to myself, how does he come up with this stuff?
Okay,
How?
I don't. What I think people need to realize is it's not a bad thing to win a whole bunch of close games. That's actually a really good sign. That means you know how to finish these games. And who are you most confident in the playoffs in a close game? The Chiefs, because of Mahomes,
Wait.
because of
Oh.
Reed. Uh, Reed
Hold on,
definitely,
Ivory, please,
Reed definitely not
please.
your team.
The,
And, and,
So
the
and one
way
more thing
the
Wait,
before
way
wait,
they've
before he
been
goes.
the
Hold on,
way
one more
they've been
thing.
playing,
box office. Wait,
I
I gotta
wouldn't take
get
the
this.
Chiefs into playoffs.
Wait, box office. You saying that's not a bad thing? As if they're doing game-winning drives. That's not what's happening here. People are missing field goals. People are just doing dumb stuff. That's not the case.
But but
Like
but
yeah, but
but
they
but
they're
have
here's
to
what
not
I'll
score
doing.
say.
to yeah, but they have to score to put these teams in that position though.
Nah, these other teams are losing the games. Chiefs are winning them. I know what you're saying, but you feel me? Like I know exactly what
The
you're saying, but they're not making like clutch
I can't hear the
drives.
kid's
Like
name.
the team the
I'm
team
not
the
mad at them
team
though. Like
the teams
I,
are giving the wins away to the Chiefs. It's
I
not
would
like the
I would
Chiefs are
agree with
winning that
y'all.
game.
I would agree with y'all more if the Chiefs were unproven, but because they're the back-to-back champs, they're not fucking overrated. They're not. They're just bored, man.
Okay,
You're
but my
supposed to
thing is this:
dominate though, man.
when the
Like
No,
years started, I mean, if we're project now, obviously we're projecting, we don't know for sure. But who is their starting running back?
but
Pacheco.
Pacheco,
right? And he got hurt, right?
right? Now he's
Right.
back.
Okay, he is back, but okay, who is their number one receiver?
Rice.
Rice,
Right.
is he there?
No.
But he was
Okay,
there with them losses.
okay,
Though,
that's
right?
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. He got hurt early
Hopkins,
on in the
man.
season.
DeAndre,
Well,
they don't
I
forget
agree
about
with you.
Kelsey.
I'm just saying. Hold on, and then they signed Hollywood Brown. Wasn't Hollywood Brown supposed to be the other starter?
Yep.
For sure.
And he's out. So what I'm saying to you is, any team loses that amount of firepower or mostly
Well,
throughout the season, bro, you're gonna struggle, bro. You're
hold
gonna struggle.
on.
I know
Wait
you're
a
gonna
minute.
say
Wait a
they
minute.
added DeAndre Hopkins. The Bills added Amari Cooper. And you're not saying
Oh,
that about that? I'm just sitting there saying, come on, man. And
And
y'all
the
wait,
lost
Chiefs
hold,
one
and
game.
the
wait,
Chiefs have better chemistry with
wait,
Hopkins than the
wait,
Bills do
wait.
with Cooper so far.
Wait, hold on. The only I'm gonna give this credit to Reek because Reek was the only one that was the first one that brought it up. When we started doing our power rankings, you guys were itching to move the Chiefs to lower than number one. You were
The
waiting
lowest
for
I've
them.
had them was
You
2.
were waiting for them to lose because you know damn well you don't believe in the Chiefs and you know their asses is
A
overrated.
power ranking, a power ranking. Okay, listen. In college football, we've done it. I don't have Georgia ranked number one, but I keep telling you, I think Georgia's the best team. When the chips are down and you're gonna have to play against them, I'm still taking them. So what I'm saying is, just because the Chiefs may not be playing the best football, when the chips are down, we gonna find out who we all pick. Even though Reek and you don't may not have them as a top 5 team or a top 4 team, we'll see who you pick in the playoffs.
I
I
mean,
picked them.
they're
I
a
picked them to win it
borderline
all.
top five. Borderline top five. I could name four teams better than the Chiefs right now.
No, you can't.
The
Four,
Eagles, the
four.
Eagles are hold on. The Eagles are better than the Chiefs right now. The Lions are better than the Chiefs. The Buffalo Bills are better than the Chiefs. And I would take either the Pittsburgh Steelers over
Oh,
them right now. The way that defense been playing and the way my dog Russell Wilson's been
what?
playing.
What? Cincinnati
Mhm.
just lit up that defense. They lost, but they lit it up.
Who lost?
Cincinnati lost, but they lit that defense up. That's a
Oh, so
fact.
you're but a
Yeah, it's a
win is a
fact. You
win.
know, you can't
A win
argue
is
it.
a win is a win,
It
just like you say
is.
for
It
the
is.
Chiefs,
It
right?
is. It is. It is.
But we
It
haven't seen the
is.
Chiefs offense play like that though. Like damn,
Hey
when
man,
was the
let's
last
go to the
time?
next
When
topic,
was the
man. It's
last
a
time
3 hour